It's week 4 of The Ship. Our interns have been working all week on their last internal touchpoint presentation. Stakes are high since this will ultimately determine how prepared they actually are for their final client meeting.
Yeah, we're not planning on sugarcoating this thing. This is for a real client. If they're not ready, we gotta let them know. I know it's hard, but we all need to be pushed to get better.
The objectives and strategies, in my opinion, should maybe come a little bit forward in the presentation, only because that helps me understand how I need to think about the things that you're going to tell me.
Always go the extra mile to tie it back to why it makes sense for what their brand is trying to say, because you don't want the client to start picking apart those pieces and say, well, why does that make sense, or why do we need to add that in? So just speak to it. Always make sure it's 100% clear.
I'm a stickler for consistency, so make sure that you're spell checking, your fonts, your sizing, that you're capitalizing your proper name.
Take the person through the journey. I think that it makes it come to life. Where you're making sure you look at every person when you're speaking to them, and makes a difference.
You muster every ounce of energy that you have, and you are splendid in front of that client. Focus on the people that are receptive, and play to them. Don't let the bulldogs in the room throw you off. Work through it. Having said all of that, you guys did a great job.
Yes.
All right, just apply the feedback, and we'll see you next time.
I think it went better than it had gone before. We got good feedback, which I think helped us and is putting us in the right direction for our final presentation.
We did a lot in a short amount of time. I remember for like 2 days we just worked nonstop. We had to grind we worked really hard.
There's much more planning this time, much more working ahead. I feel like the team was a lot better with their communication.
I learned that how you tell a story matters. If you're not energetic, if you're not really confident about the story, then your presentation isn't gonna work out.
I think I learned from this touch point that if you assign specific roles to everyone, that helps things get done in a more timely fashion.
It was refreshing to know that our work was paying off and that everything was working out the way it was supposed to. In contrast with the other presentation that we had, we felt that everything was falling through our hands. Now we know what we're doing, we know that what we're doing is good, and we know that they like it.
Don't miss the series finale of The Ship, The Presentation, where someone will walk away with $5,000.